Hello students, Dr. Brody here. Oh god, he's recording again. That's right, several of you reached out to let me know just how much you enjoyed my first video. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure to do so. It's pretty important that you do. But your feedback was justification enough to record another video. This video will be far less formal and have much less to do with academic advising. Instead, it's going to focus on academic advisors. Or advisor. Me. It's going to focus on me. Today's video is going to be getting to know all about your academic advisor. Because if there's one thing I love talking about, it's me. Now, if you're getting these videos sent to you, that means you're stuck with me as your academic advisor. Sorry. I often joke with my students that you'll be with me until you graduate or I'm fired, whichever comes first. The way I see it, we'll be spending a decent amount of time together over the next few semesters, so why not get to know the guy who's like basically in charge of making sure you graduate on time? No pressure. So let's jump in and get to know each other, or me, get to know me. You know what I mean. I got my bachelor's degree in psychology from SIUE, actually, in 2008. Immediately upon graduation, I jumped into a master's program. I got my master's of arts in professional counseling at McKendree University. Just this past summer, I finally finished my doctorate in higher education. I have been in higher education for a very long time now. I started advising in 2012 at SIUE, actually. I began as an advisor in the Office of Academic Advising over in the Student Success Center. I spent a number of years advising in that office. I eventually swapped over to the School of Education, Health and Human Behavior, where I became the psychology advisor. So I actually got to advise the program that I graduated from. Pretty cool. I also spent 2 years at the University of Missouri St. Louis, where I advised preclinical nursing students. Currently, I'm serving as a lead academic advisor in the College of Arts and Sciences at SIUE. I am primarily responsible for the advisement of our communications majors, which would be applied communication studies and mass communications, as well as our fine and performing arts major. So that would be art, music, theater, and dance. If you are not in any of those majors, let me know, because you should probably be with a different advisor. That's a very existential question. I wanted to get into advising because academic advisors play such a critical role in student success and persistence and retention. I pretty much owe everything that I have to my college education. So this is something that I find to be very valuable. It's something that I hope I impart on students as a valuable process, not just something that you have to do, but eventually something that you want to do. I actually didn't set out to become an academic advisor or even get into higher education. Originally, I had planned to go into professional counseling, hence my master's degree in counseling. I actually spent a number of years in the mental health field, about 5 or so, before I actually jumped into higher ed at SIUE. For a number of years, I worked with individuals living with severe mental illness and co-occurring disorders. It wasn't until my master's program, towards the end, that I had to complete a year-long practicum to graduate. And I was lucky enough to be selected as one of the student practicum counselors for SIUE's Counseling Services Office. That gave me my first taste of working one-on-one with college students. So it turns out I absolutely loved working with college students. The rest, as they say, is history. What doesn't an advisor do? A lot of people see advising as just telling you what classes to take. And in some cases that can be true, but it really depends on the student's need. Some students have everything kind of planned out before they see us. Everything is posted in the catalog after all. Advisors also play a role of getting you referred to different offices across campus, providing a shoulder to lean on, someone to vent to, someone to help you just navigate life as a college student. We wear a lot of hats, and we're more than happy to help you get things figured out. We're your point of contacts, essentially. One thing that I really try to impart on my students and teach you throughout your time with me is to get involved with your advising. This is your plan. I'm always going to ask you, what's the plan next semester? I want you to be involved with this. I don't want you to just sit there and let me make every decision for you. I'm more than happy to do that, but it's not really your plan then at that point. I want to make sure that I'm giving you information, that I'm teaching you how to use it, so that you can go in and make informed decisions as a student. Students are capable of doing so much more than I think they realize. I am here just as your cheerleader, as, again, your point of contact, a sounding board, or just someone to talk to. Aside from that, it's like a ton of documentation and record keeping and paperwork and lots and lots and lots of emails. See, when you get to be my age, you don't really have anything that you need to do, but you never feel like you have enough time to do anything. That makes sense? It's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm a TV guy, I guess. I do like getting lost in a good TV show. My all-time favorite shows are probably Breaking Bad and Mad Men. Big AMC guy over here, apparently. More recently, I've gotten into Succession and Ted Lasso. If you have not watched Ted Lasso, find a way to watch it. It is incredible. Trust me. I'm also a big movie fan. Horror movies are my go-to. I watch horror movies year-round, not just during Halloween. My favorite horror movies are probably the 1982 John Carpenter adaptation of The Thing. I also really love Alien from 1979. And then, of course, Jaws. Jaws is probably my all-time favorite movie. I mean, the main character's name is Sheriff Brody. Like, of course it's my favorite movie. I'm also, of course, a huge St. Louis Blues fan. Anyone who's been in my office or has Zoomed with me when I'm in my office will definitely know that. In a past life, I used to be a musician, believe it or not. If you search hard enough, you might be able to find evidence of that on YouTube from a very much younger and more handsome version of me. We also have 3 rescue dogs, which take up a lot of our time. There's Cody, who's about 8 years old. Penny, who's about 6 years old, and Bowie, who's about to turn 3. Fun fact, Bowie also has an Instagram page with like over 11,000 followers. He went viral. It's fine. It's no big deal. Yeah. I grew up on the Beatles, Moody Blues, Rush, Meatloaf, Rolling Stones, the Monkees, all sorts of different things. I would say probably my all-time favorite musician is David Bowie. I got to see David Bowie when I was 16 years old. I sat second or third row center at the Fox Theater. It was incredible. It's something that I will never forget the rest of my life. In fact, that's why our dog is named Bowie. But aside from that, I listened to a ton of 80s and 90s music. My wedding playlist was incredible. I'm afraid of 2 things in this world, flying and sharks. Yeah, there's nothing more to explain about either of those. Next question. Keanu Reeves, I guess, just simply because of his reputation of being like one of the nicest people on the planet. I think that's how I want to be remembered when I'm gone. Is just a nice guy. I'd say be as flexible as possible. Things are obviously changing very quickly. They already have changed rather quickly in just a couple weeks here. Just continue to go with the flow. Listen to all the university announcements. Keep up with any university mandates that are required for all of us. Whenever, and we'll get this thing figured out whenever that'll be. I'd also say get advised early. I'm seeing a lot more students this semester, so my appointments are going to fill up very, very quickly, and they're going to be hard to come by at some point in the semester. Don't get mad at me if you wait until after the semester to get advised. That's on you. Other than that, just keep me posted on how things are going. I know a lot of students are struggling right now with the transition back to campus and all the online to in-person and in-person to online stuff that's been going on, but just keep me posted. There's a lot of things that I can't control or fix for you, but I will do everything that I can. Alright, that's enough about me. What'd you think? Was this fun? Did you learn anything new and exciting about your academic advisor? I hope so. Aren't you excited? You should be. You should be excited. But is there anything else that you want to know about me? Let me know in the comments or shoot me an email. I might do another one of these videos if I get some questions from students. More than happy to open up and let you get to know me a little bit better. And make sure to subscribe. I'm like 990 followers away from being able to make money on these things. Seriously though, I will be sending out a lot of important information throughout the semester. Watch the videos to make sure you're up to date on everything that's going on. You don't want to miss out on anything important. And as always, I'm Dr. Brody. I'll see you soon.